Hello, I am Zara Mamadova from 11D class, and today I'm going to show you my geography presentation, which one is about the pronatalist and antinatalist, and I have chosen a country for every topic, and now I'm going to show you them. Yes, first what's the pronatalist and antinatalist? Pronatalist means that the increasing a fertility rate or birth rate in some region. They can be found in countries with either very largest increase or falling populations, as well as in locations where people have gotten older. Antinatalist policies try to encourage people for getting few children because they want to increase the fertility rate and also birth rate. There is a common things in this kind of countries. They are going to quickly expand and they want to decrease the number of people. I have chosen a China for antinatalist. History of population. United Nations projections are also included through the year 2100. The current population of China in 2021 is 1.4 billion, a 0.34% increase from 2020. Life expectancy for China. The current life expectancy for China in 2021 is 77.13 years, a 2.22% increase from 2020. The life expectancy for China in 2020 was approximately 76 years, a 2.22% increase from 2019. Infant mortality. The current infant mortality rate for China in 2021 is approximately 8 this per 1,000 live births, 3.22% in this line from 2020. In China and also another countries, which was about antinatalist. If a birth rate is excessively high, it will produce a large number of children and number of population explosion. Therefore, countries can take antinatalist policies for reducing the birth rate and number of births. China's population was rapidly expanding, and just aim of the government is slow it down the number of population and keep the stable after the decreasing number of population. Therefore, they create some kind of rules for the for every family, which family has just one child, but also which family don't hear this rule and they get one more child, and also it has a benefit way, like they can use a free schooling, they can get an extra salary, like people should not get the one more the child because it is not allowed in the China. They get a punishment, they can't get a free schooling, and they can get a pension and extra salary. And the advantages and disadvantages for China. In China, as desired, third the normal amount of the people. However, there is a disadvantage. Is that in a gender selection inconsiderably result more boys than girls in such areas, and it will result in the next years the more unmarried boys in China. Successes. The total fertility rate has fallen from nearly 6 to about 1.7, and also population growth rate has fallen from a peak of percent, and birth rates have fallen from highs of 45 to about 13 today. Failures. Human rights have been criticized, including not only freedom of choice, but also abortions and forced sterilizations. Female infanticide has occurred with the sons receiving preferential treatment, and also failures like that. I have chosen Poland for pronatalist. I have chosen Poland as a pronatalist country because this country wants to increase their number of people and
History population in
birth
Poland. The
rate.
current population of Poland in 2021 is 37.7, 0.13% decline from 2020. Life expectancy for Poland. The current life expectancy for Poland in 2021 is 78.95 years, 0.21% increase from 2020. Infant mortality. The current infant mortality rate for Poland in 2021 is 2.9 deaths per 1,000 live births, 3.1% decline from 2020. In Poland, families has been at the forefront of the social policy for last 2 decades. In Poland, the government said community for getting out children, but also they helped people for looking their child, like expanding the parental policies or altering the parental employment or improving the child care institutions. And also they gave the extra salary for looking their child very well. Despite the number of generous programs, Poland's fertility rate is the lowest in Europe, and also in Poland, government consider family because there is a rule shared between female and male in families, because government think that there should be equality between a man and woman in families for looking the children in the same style. Abortion was banned in Poland. As a result, there is a less suicide number in the country, and also country achieved the number as much as they want, and also they are going to growing in the next years. In general, there are more advantages than the disadvantages. Families got the extra salary and extra job for looking very good for their children, but also there was some families which ones they could not get the extra salary and extra job after some years, and therefore they couldn't take a good care for their children. But in general, there are more advantages than disadvantages in the Poland. Population growth, increase in parent salaries, giving jobs to parents, more abortion prevention in country. Failures for country. The country can no longer pay each parent as much as before. The general economic crisis in the country, and actually this crisis appeared for paying extra salary to parents. These are pictures for support the pronatalism.
Thanks for your attention. I hope you will appreciate my presentation. Take care for yourself. Goodbye.